3. Universality. Because the Buddha's teaching deals with the most universal of all human problems, the problem of suffering, he made his teaching a universal message, one which was addressed to all human beings solely by reason of their humanity. At the time the Buddha appeared on the Indian scene, the higher religious teachings recorded in the Vedas were reserved for the Brahmins, a privileged elite who performed sacrifices and rituals for others. Ordinary people were told to perform their duties in a spirit of humility, in the hope that they might win a more fortunate rebirth and thus gain access to the sacred teachings. But the Buddha placed no restrictions on the people to whom he taught the Dhamma. He held that what made a person noble was his personal character and conduct, not his family and caste status. Thus he opened the doors of liberation to people of all social classes. Brahmins, kings and princes, merchants, farmers, workers, even outcasts, all were welcome to hear the Dhamma without discrimination. And many from the lower classes attained the highest stage of enlightenment. Within the wider Indian society, the Buddha did not attempt to abolish the caste system, which, it seems, had not yet developed into the complex, oppressive system it became several centuries later. However, he flatly rejected the orthodox Brahmin view that a person's class status was an indication of his intrinsic worth. Within the Sangha, the monastic order, he completely disregarded all distinctions of social class, declaring, "Just as the waters of the 4 great rivers flow into the ocean and become known simply as the water of the ocean, so when people of all 4 social classes go forth as monks in my teaching, they give up their social status and become known simply as disciples of the Buddha." As part of his universalist project, the Buddha also threw open the doors of his teaching to women. Among the followers of Brahmanism, sacred teachings were the province of men. Women were to perform the domestic chores dutifully, to care for their husbands and in-laws, and to bear children, preferably sons. They were excluded from performing the Vedic rituals, and even the teachings of the Upanishads were, with rare exceptions, the prerogative of men. The Buddha, in contrast, taught the Dhamma freely to both men and women. At first, he hesitated to establish an order of nuns, since this would have been a radical step in his age. But once he agreed to create the order of nuns, women from all walks of life, princesses, housewives, daughters of good family, servant women, even former prostitutes, went forth into homelessness and attained the highest goal.